Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
Hinnet gave Hogg a peculiar riddle. We can't quite figure it out.
Old Greaser was known for those. Tell me then, what did he say?
A vineyard in the town. Strange, but who knows? And yet there it is, quite nearby, by the water that gushes. Now listen and try to keep your eyes open so that you can tell. Shortly after the midday bell, you'll find us where the shadow goes.
Sounds pretty mixed up to me. A vineyard. I only know the one outside of town, but Riddle mentions one inside of it. It must be something similar to a vineyard, and the part with the water might be a well? Or maybe a fountain?
Well, thanks. I don't have anything...
All right.
Jesus Christ, be
Be
praised.
careful, it's not safe here. Excuse me.
Fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
How's the family? How are you coping?
You silly doggy.
Imagine, the old man found it.
Grüß Gott.
What do you have for...
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Ich feg's einfach in die Ecke.
Be careful. It's not safe here.
Wine! Try some wine from the Gutenberg vineyard! The best wine is... Get the swill from Burgundy! God bless.
You can't just stroll around here without so much as...
Be careful.
I apologize.
Keep close to others. Not...
You shouldn't be out here alone like this. Awful things have been happening here.
God be with you. How are things at home? Calm down a bit?
And the colour of the most precious ruby, that is Casper's red. The taste is full and intoxicating. The smell of a summer evening, and the colour of the most precious ruby, that is Casper's red. Taste the delicious Krutenberg wine from the best grapes ripened in the Czech. Be careful. It's not safe here.
I apologize. The siege has been going on for ages and the city walls still haven't been repaired. Not only have they not been repaired, people are stealing the stones. Suddenly, everyone's got a page job. Don't they have anyone on guard? It starts with the wheels, but soon enough they'll be carting off half the city. I heard Sigismund himself has forbidden any repairs to the wall, so that if the city decided to turn against him again, we wouldn't be able to defend ourselves. Turn against the city. The town council he put in place. I reckon that's a good thing. One thing else.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen there.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages till St. Winchester's Day, and I don't collect fire before then.
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it to the last moment. This year. So, have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it to the last moment this year. A sweet red, a sparkling white, but it tastes as if it caress your soul.
They say he went to bed healthy, but never woke up. It's a mystery.
A sweet red, a sparkling.
You became master, eh, Mutt?
Wine. Try some wine from the Gutenberg vineyard. Elegant.
And that old priest was
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
Nobody's opened this door in ages.
Be careful. It's not safe.
Lean flavor.
What's coming right up?
What's the hold up, innkeeper? Hey!
What now?
What's the hold up?
He's a scorcher. It's almost ready.
Ale! To your health, my friend.
Here you go. Enjoy your meal.
I'll have a shot of wine. Where do you want to go? You really think things are anywhere else?
Pardon me.
God be with you, my friend. And with you. Apparently, the city council is organizing another collection.
It's pretty musty in here. This is no regular cellar. This must be it.
You shouldn't be out here alone like this.
Filthy again, damn it.
Oh well, now just this. Why is this all sticky?
Be careful. It isn't safe around here.
Oh, you pooch.
One there, please.
God bless.
I talked to Knuckles about the symbols.
Let me guess. He wants to use them to get rich.
Well, yes, actually.
That's Knuckles for you. But I think he'll eventually understand it's better to think of the bigger picture than just himself. Nevertheless.
I've deciphered the meaning of the symbol. Fantastic. Well, it was pretty confusing. But in the end, I managed to find the old thieves' hideout.
And what about Hogg?
He killed Hinek. He didn't mean to, but he did.
That moron. Sometimes he snaps, and then people think we're all like that. And that the guild is just a bunch of thugs and ne'er-do-wells.
Thankfully, Hinek had a parchment on him that led me to the symbols.
Let me see. I'll copy them. These will come in handy. Imagine the look on Sigismund's face when his rich friends in the city start running out of silver.
Here they are. I'm glad I could help.
Tunnel markings. Great! And I saw this symbol for riches on the house right next door. You can go and check it out if you want.
Do you have any more work for me?
Not just now, but something's coming. I'll send for you when the time's right.
Greetings.
I found out the meaning of the symbols.
I knew I could trust.
Well, I think it'd be better if only Chenyek and I knew this.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Sorry, but I've...
You're a fool, and there's no help. Farewell.
What?
Keep close to the other. It's not safe.
Dave,
I thought...
let me...
Whoa.
That's never the...
I've...
Fancy. And what about... That sometimes... Let me imagine...
Here they are.
Tunnel, and I saw this. You can go and check it out.
Do you have any more work?
Not just now, but something's come.
Hey!
Where's that beer?
Right. Hold on. Greetings.
I found...
I knew...
Here they are. You see these drawings? Here is a fence who by stole...
Thanks, Henry. This'll make a... Farewell.
Lord be with... Lord be with you. Have a pleasant evening.
Good day to you. Greetings. What do you...
What do you...
I've got a feeling I'll have to... Well... Finally... Satisfied? Take care. Leave that door alone, will
Hey!
you? What's that?
What are you doing here? You're not allowed.
Never mind then.
Clear off and don't bother me.
You've got no business here.
Get out of here. Why am I even wasting time?
I apologize.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
I'd like to enter the shooting contest.
A newcomer? I set up straw birds all around. There you go. So what...
I prefer...
But you haven't... I'll set everything... One that you can shoot. I wish you a blessed evening.
out here alone like this. Awful things have been happening here.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next.
What's that?
It's just you.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
God be with you.
Be careful.
Apparently, the city council is organizing another collection for repairs.
Here we are.
Hallo. Thank you. Ich habe Hunger. Careful. Gepriesen.
So, you finally got your way, eh, Menhart?
Yeah, yeah. It is a great feeling after all the effort. It is to a large extent your doing, Heinrich. Vielen Dank nochmal. In token of our thanks, recognition and Freundschaft, I wish to make you a gift of this Langschwert, which I received from my Meister in Frankfurt on the day I too became a Meister.
My word. Thanks a lot, Menhart.
You have earned it.
You can count on...
And that is not all. Listen well. I also agreed with Friedrich that we will do things richtig. In Kuttenberg, we will hold a great and glorious tourney every week. Offensichtlich, as I promised you, I can teach you the art of sword fighting from now on. I show you Meistertechnique of handling Langschwert. Then Arne show you the basic teachings of combat stance. Arne learned a lot from me and mastered also other weapons than the Langschwert. He has much to teach you too.
A tourney? That sounds good. It will be here in the city.
Genau. It will be by the walls, near to our Fechthalle, one time each week. Always with Langschwert, sword and shield, and free combat in heavy armor. If you want to join, come to mir. I write you down and tell you more about it. It will be good practice for you, and you can also gain good rewards and glory. Langschwert and other weapons. Meisterschläge.
I'd love to learn from you. When can we start?
Good. I am glad to hear it. Do not Bruderschaft. I will teach you one echt Meistertechnik that no one else here knows. You only have to ask. Good. One last. Tschüss, Heine.
He just capped his creels close to others.
Well, look who showed up. Henry, come here and have a seat. I must tell you something.
Greetings, Franzi. How's it going in the mine?
Oh, we was hewing when a punching hit me napper. It's like black pudding now.
Of course. I don't quite understand, but I believe you.
Well, to hell with you. I'm glad to see you. It's good you came, because Vlachia is a canny job for you.
I'm glad to finally get a word in. It's great you didn't leave us in the lurch and came back, Henry.
Oh, why wouldn't I? I'd love to have a beer with you. After all, in Skalitz, I grew up among miners.
How weird, lad. Join us in the pit. It'll be a reet good change of pace.
Aye, there's half and chink in it. But you look like you'd rather have a weapon in your hand than a pickaxe.
Wrong as wrong can be. I'm a blacksmith, and I'm pretty good with a hammer.
Fair enough, but if you brace someone on the napper with a pickaxe, they won't be moving either. But let's get to the point.
Aye, it's a damn serious matter.
The most serious.
Uh-huh. That smells like more trouble.
You proved yourself to be one of us, Henry. And that's why I'm inviting you to our traditional shoot fest. And that's not all. As the gaffer of the St. Anthony mine, by the authority entrusted to me, I offer you the honour of ganning with us to consecrate the Pitman's Stang. Tell me.
Unfortunately, I have no idea what this is about.
Winning, of course! The poppingee's right round the corner, and I...
Hold your... It's about the consecration of the ceremonial St. Anthony Stang, and taking an oath before our patron saints.
We have to go around all the kirks and get them to bless our miners' standards. Our champion, Anton Kasper, can see to that. But we have to protect him, so nothing happens along the way. So, are you coming?
Well, how could I turn down such an honour?
Grand. Glad to hear it. Tomorrow morning, Franzi and our best marksman Anton will wait for you at the Church of John the Baptist on Hoprink. That's tomorrow now, and be there on time.
Someone else.
I'm sorry.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. Gotta be with you.
Greetings.
I'd like to make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the fifth yucca who got scrushed in here. Be quiet. And now clear off. Hey!
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzlin. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Have you found out anything at all?
Just rumors. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Nobody can know I'm looking into it if Sir Kunzlin trusts you.
Well, that's actually...
Excellent. You don't happen to...
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I reckon I could pose as a curious scholar.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mine. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukdal.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining, so he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergau. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore out of the ground and processing it, to minting silver coins. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The pitmen mine it and get it to the surface. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves, and the assayer estimates the purchase price of the ore for the smelter. The raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed in a stamp mill before it can be purified by roasting. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces, where it's smelted into raw and then pure silver. Silver is then cast into rods, about as thick as your little finger.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital offence, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities...
Who checked
the royal... That is why the smelt... It's in there. Who? The thick pitman smelt the silver...
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects, and these leaseholders can rent out their privileges to other people. All sorts of people operate mines in Gutenberg. Nobility, rich burghers, even the monastery. In fact, anyone with enough money to pay for new shafts to be dug can share in the proceeds.
Who's responsible for the mines?
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the Royal Mint Master. Ulrich Bavard von Neuhaus. As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. I oversee that everything runs smoothly on his behalf. Then come the chief foreman, then the other foreman, and finally the ordinary pitmen in the shafts. But I don't come in contact with them very often. We follow the path of silver until the moment an ore merchant buys the ore from us and takes it to a smelter.
How much do the mines pay to the king?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mining guild, meaning the leaseholders.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights to rich mine operators. They bear the cost of mining themselves and pay him a share. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only 1/5 from the leaseholders. That's how he gets what's his from all the mining.
What about the other 2/3 of the profits from the king's mines?
Those go towards the costs, of course. For operations, wages, and shaft security.
Who's responsible for the smelting works?
They have their own owners. They buy ore from us and smelt it into pure silver. Then, they deduct the royal tithe, and they can sell the rest. And not just silver. Processing the ore yields a variety of other materials that can be sold just as well.
What happens in the smelting works?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill, a roasting pit, and a smelting furnace. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into smaller pieces to make it easier to process. After that, the crushed ore is roasted in a roasting pit to remove most of the impurities. Finally, everything is smelted in a furnace to separate the pure silver from the slag.
So it's processed similarly to steel for smithing?
Yes, but in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh and record every step thrice. The mint in the Italian court. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting the coin blanks. Then, in the Italian court's Preghaus, our minters cut out and punch new groschen.
How many mints are there in total?
Only the main one is left, the one in the Italian court. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom, but King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen and the wealth of this region. And of course, his own wealth too.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye.
My name's Henry. I'm a student at the university in Prague. Are you praying?
The day before the feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in it did.
That's awful. Sorry about your friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, I can't forgive myself.
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye.
You're a canny lad. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper.
Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper, tin, iron, and all ores and metals. I ask that you bless my brother, who has died in this mine. And may your holy angels save his soul from damnation. Bring his soul to eternal glory through our Lord, our Saviour and Redeemer, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Forgive me every transgression which I have committed this day, and deliver me from every craft of my enemy and adversary.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask a boot out.
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about you in the face and hauling the ore to the bank in coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be read dodgy, mind.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakka or two a month, you know. That's life like.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
So how many cores did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 coves.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
That's all I need to know.
the lines, though.
Samko?
Oh, a straight.
Samko?
Come back in the morning. We'll have a game.
Frank?
Jesus Christ be praised. Greetings.
Samko?
Come back in the morning. We'll have...
Excuse me.
Foreman...
What you looking for?
Sir Christian, I'm a...
But you...
I'll just have...
But me...
What is the work of a...
What's it? We gone...
How...
Bloody yet and...
How do you...
See... Once...
Oh,
that...
How much...
Listen, kid. Why do you need to know that?
I really need to know it for my... Estrera...
Aye. It was a...
Thanks. How much...
I'll tell you.
Can you get...
Sometime. Take care for now. I'm sorry. Be on your way.
Clear off, and don't bother me.
Are you Foreman... Aye. My name is Henry. I'm a student from...
Why should I?
Sir Christian...
I wouldn't... Then I'll...
You should have bet... You don't want him...
That I...
What is the work...
But...
So how...
Depends.
How do you...
Either way... Only...
How many? I can tell you we managed. How much do you make? Don't even. That's all I.
Grüß Gott.
I already know. It was one.
Meanwhile, I looked in the mine.
I guess it's left.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corves extracted. But nobody could just come along and take them. The unreported corves must be going out to smelt.
What does it mean?
That this is... and that Foreman...
What about that?
I still think that you need to... being involved, make sure to... when you've talked...
We need to talk.
And who might...
Henry. Sir Christian sent me.
Descript...
How do you explain that the mine...
If it says 90, there must...
In that case, someone...
Or someone just cannot... Foreman Fett counts the...
Don't tell me you don't count them too.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? Besides, miners can lie.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quiet.
It was Fett's idea. It was going well. I have always paid on the feast of St. Petronilla. I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all.
How long has this been going?
Several months.
Is Ulrich
The Mint Master?
Sir Christian and I, so just act like nothing. We don't want to scare off the people who...
Yeah.